how y'all feel about the Cardinals?
I think the Cardinals are definitely going to be competitive this year. I'm giving them at least 6 to 8 wins. That might be I might be partially saying this because of how I feel about how me and a certain Cardinals fan are, but
Dang, so you got the Cardinals fans, so you just hate the organization?
No, I don't have a problem. I have a problem with them. That's what I'm saying. I have them winning like 6 to 8 because I've gotten more insight on them.
I have to wait until they play the Washington football team, and let me see what they look like against them, and then I'll come back and give you guys my prediction on what their wins are going to be. Because if they lose to the Washington football team, 5 games, I'm gonna give them 5 wins.
Can you see the future with those glasses?
I mean, if the Eagles lost to them, what do you think about the Eagles then?
The Eagles are banged up right now. Carson Wentz, he's Mr. Inconsistent. I mean, the Eagles, for some reason, they just love not playing well in the beginning of the season, and they just turn up at the end of the season. So this is nothing new.
And the difference between the Eagles and the Cardinals is that the Eagles play in the NFC. The Cardinals play in the NFC West. That's why I don't have the Cardinals winning more than 6 to 8 games, because I don't win more than 2-3 games in their own division. But I think Kyler's going to be productive. I think Hopkins is going to put up numbers, of course. I think the defense will look a little bit more improved with Isaiah Simmons being that main guy. That's Swiss Army knife. So I think they'll definitely be competitive, and they'll probably win like 6 to 8 games. I think they'll probably find a way to get like 8 to 9.
Let's make some predictions, because I have, the teams, whatever, every team facing each other and stuff. So let's make our NFL predictions for this Sunday. So who you guys have winning against the Giants and the Bears?
Bears. Bears.
Say it like Dwight Schrute, Bears.
Bears. Who you got, Brian?
I'm picking the Bears. I just don't. I don't trust the Giants' defense enough. I think Mitch Trubisky can have another good week. So,
man, that's crazy. Okay, what about the Falcons and the Cowboys? By the way, this is like picking 2 bad apples. Like, seriously, like Giants, Bears. They're both pretty bad. I guess I'm gonna go with the Bears because they have a good defense, But
they got one of the worst keys, though.
All right, so what about the Falcons and the Cowboys? Who you guys have?
Pause, bro. I just noticed that when we were talking about the divisions in between, like the NFC, I think the Redskins,
Washington football team.
Yeah, Washington football team. My bad. I just realized we did not say anything about the Giants. That's a bad sign, bro. That is a terrible, absolutely horrible, horrific sign, man.
I still think the Giants going to win more games than the Washington football team.
I don't know why you keep digging this, bro. You need to get off of it.
Tank for Justin Fields. I'm telling you, bro.
Y'all not acting like it, because if y'all mess around and beat, if the Washington football team messes around and beats the Cardinals, they're definitely not going to be thinking about tanking for Justin.
Okay, all right. Well, listen. Let me get to the next game: the Falcons versus the Cowboys. Who you guys have winning that game?
I got Dusty.
You going the Cowboys?
I'm going Falcons.
I'm going with the Falcons just because they were the most recent to go to the Super Bowl.
What?
I gotta be on my Stephen A. Aaron. I'm picking the Falcons at an upset because I think the Cowboys are gonna find a way to lose it.
Y'all are funny. Listen, I don't like the Cowboys. I despise the Cowboys. I despise Cowboy fans. But I'm going with the Cowboys.
He's a Cowboys fan.
I don't even really tweet about them anymore. So how do I love the Cowboys? Like, seriously.
You watch every game. You make sure you record every game.
Back when the Washington football team was actually good, I used to watch like a lot of the games. Absolutely, because it was therapeutic for me. Because I just love seeing the Cowboys not meet expectations. It's still therapeutic for me, but I just don't watch them as much. You feel me? But I got the Cowboys this week. I just don't trust Matt Ryan. trust just their whole team nature. Like I saw Seattle just go crazy against them, and I mean Seattle is not this juggernaut offense. Even though they have Russell Wilson, I'll admit that he's MVP candidate himself. But I just think the Falcons, Matt Ryan, he's like vanilla, like he's just generic.
I mean, Matt Ryan balled out. You have to admit, Matt Ryan balled out last week. In addition to that, he has one of the best wide receiver duos in Calvin Ridley and Julio Jones. And they also have Gurley, who had a decent game. So it's not to say that offense isn't great. I think it's more about who's going to get the stops, and I don't really expect Dak Prescott to get the one at the end of the game.
But the defense, you gotta also look at the defense for the Falcons. Like, who's on the defense? This is not. What is it? They haven't had a good defense since, what is it? I can't even remember, honestly, seriously. So, seriously, in the offense, Matt Ryan is not going back, what was it, 2016? He's not going back to 2016, Matt Ryan. And we all know this about Matt Ryan. Every time they get down like a big lead or something, he always stat pads to look good. Him and Matthew Stafford are like brothers. Like, seriously, him and Matthew Stafford are the same person. They're just on different teams with different set of talent. That's who Matt Ryan is. He's gonna get his numbers when they're always down. That's why that's why when you look at the end of the year, you see, oh, my man Matt Ryan had 4,050, 500 yards and like 30 plus touchdowns, but his team won like 4 or 5 games.
I mean, I just don't believe in Dak Prescott. I believe in that team, and I think they have. I believe in the offense more than I believe in the Dallas Cowboys offense. I don't think I don't think Dallas Cowboys is really going to be able to stop this team like that. Because I mean,
will the Falcons stop the Dallas Cowboys?
The Dallas Cowboys will stop themselves. So.
I like how that sounds, but the Rams, I think the Rams are a substantially better team than the Falcons because they have a good defense. They have a decent. Think about it. They have a good defense. They have a good.
What does the Rams have to do with this?
Because the Cowboys played the Rams close.
Oh, okay.
It was a close game, and the Cowboys were on the road. So I think the Cowboys playing the Falcons, that is a worse team, like a substantially worse team than the Rams. I believe that the Cowboys can win this game, and they will win this game because I just believe from top to bottom that the Cowboys are a better team, and I don't believe in Matt Ryan. Sorry, or Dan Quinn. But yeah, so the next game, let's predict. Come on now. This is like a no-brainer. Lions versus Packers, like this is a no-brainer. Packers gonna win this game. Come on now. Do we really need to discuss this? Like, Nate?
Yeah, I don't think we need to spend any time on this. I think we all.
We definitely don't need to start up another meeting just for the Lions.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about this. We all of us, it's Packers. Like, it's that simple. Oh man, this is a snooze game right here. Jaguars and Titans. Who you guys have?
Ooh, well, the Jaguars did good their first game, so I don't know.
On this game is garbage. I'm not wasting my time watching this game. Look, man.
Hey.
Just pick the game, son.
Hey, I got the Jaguars because F the Titans. They beat the Ravens, so F the Titans.
Man, I got the Titans winning this game.
Yeah, I got the Titans, man. I think Derrick Henry's just gonna run all over that defense. The Jaguars defense isn't that great, so I'd picking the Titans.
I'm with that. It's me versus y'all.
They have the
worst. The Titans.
They have the worst record in. So.
Aaron, you are the most traitor.
Bro, I'm not a Ravens fan. What are you talking about?
What you talking about? Some big trust. Every time the Ravens name come up, you say big trust.
I'm just respecting Lamar Jackson and the team. I can't pay respect to him.
It's me against the world at this point.
Yeah. You said it's Ravens versus world, man.
Yeah, all right, whatever you say. But anywho, next game, this is kind of a snooze too. There's a lot of snooze games. Vikings and Colts. What you guys have?
Come on, Vikings, let's go. Oh yeah, we already know Aaron is going for the Colts just because.
Nah, I'm going with the Vikings. I'm going with the Vikings.
Oh,
Colts are trash. Listen, I know. I be saying like, you think that I'm just like not objective all the time. That I just have this vendetta, have just all this anger, animosity towards all the Viking players. No, it's not that. It's just Kirk Cousins. And listen, regardless of how I feel about Kirk Cousins, the Vikings team is good enough to be a trash team like the Colts. So I'm going to pick the Vikings to win this game. That's the Vikings.
I'm also going to pick the Vikings. I do think, unlike Aaron, I think this will actually be one of the more interesting games of the week, especially because you have a guy like Phillip Rivers in this game, and I think he'll probably throw a couple picks late. That's going to probably cost the Colts, so that's why I'm going to take the Vikings in this one.
Oh, man, I have a bone to pick for Phillip Rivers. He lost me a lot of games in fantasy. Me and Phillip Rivers are not – I'm not cool with Phillip Rivers right now. He lost me a lot of games. Hey. All right, so
wait. So you said the Colts are trash, but you got Phillip Rivers back in your fantasy team?
No, I'm saying last year, being stupid, I drafted Phillip Rivers, and now, being stupid. But he lost me a lot of games. But next game is this is honestly, we could really skip this one. But Bills and Dolphins.
Bills.
Do I even need to say it? Bills.
Who you got, Brian?
Bills, man.
I don't understand why you asked that question. We all have Bills.
Now, if Tua was playing,
I would still pick the Bills.
Even if
I pick the Bills too. I ain't gonna lie, I'll pick the Bills too.
Goodness, the Dolphins haven't been good at all.
But
shout out to Brian Flores.
Yeah. Hopefully he can win. I hope he can win like at least 7 games. You know, can't have these black coaches not having jobs and getting fired and stuff. I want them to keep their jobs because there's not enough black coaches in the league. So 49ers and Jets.
G. Garage.
These are terrible games this week.
I know.
Goodness gracious.
This is bad. These are bad games.
I think this is to compensate for there being no preseason.
Oh man.
Even with George Kittle out, I think we're all gonna take the 49ers on this one.
Yeah, for real. Hey, this would be a good fantasy week for players that are on good teams. I know that for sure because like I say like a Tom Brady, a Goodwin, a Godwin, a Mike Evans. Oh man.
Godwin's already been ruled out though.
Hey, Mike Evans, he gonna go crazy. And then you have 49ers. They don't really count.
49ers.
Let me just.
That's the fantasy team to play this week.
Yup. Oh yeah. Wait, who did the Jets play? Oh, that's right. Bills.
Let's play the 49ers.
49ers and the Jets.
Right.
Oh yeah, Bill. Oh yeah, I got the Bills defense this week. Oh yeah, we about to get money. Oh yeah. Okay, Rams versus Eagles. Who y'all have?
Rams. I got the Rams, man. You saw how the Redskins went crazy. They had like what 9?
But they had like half the team injured. Like everybody, like people were handicapped.
I mean, who's coming back this week?
They do have
I think Lane Johnson and Miles Sanders are supposed to be going back this week. So having that right tackle should help. I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to do it. I'm going to take the Eagles. I think Carson Wentz has a bounce-back week. I don't think Jared Goff is going to be able to match what Carson does. I don't think they'll be able to run. I don't think the Rams will be able to run the ball as effectively as they did last week either. So I'm going to pick the Eagles this week.
But I'm going to Eagles win or lose first game?
Lost to the Washington football.
They lost the Washington football team. I had to watch. I saw the Washington football team close in the game. I said, I got to watch that. My city won one game, man.
No cut.
I was watching Red Zone the whole time. I can't deal with the commercials, bro. Commercials is too.
Is it Red Zone?
Yeah, of course. I mean, they show every game, but I have the Eagles this game. I just think they're gonna come back, have a bounce back game. They getting arguably the best offensive player besides Carson Wentz, which is Miles Sanders back, and they're getting, like you said, Lane Johnson. I don't know if they're getting any defensive. I don't know if there was any defensive players that were hurt or not, but I'm assuming I don't know exactly. But I just know that they're getting the people back.
I think some of the D line was hurt last game. I don't know if they're coming back or not. So.
Oh yeah, Brandon Graham. I don't know if he's gonna be. I don't know what his injury diagnosis was.
I think isn't the Rams isn't the Eagles at home? Yeah, they're at home. I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I don't think the Rams are a good road team.
I mean, are there? I mean, does it matter if they're home or not? If they don't have fans.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, it's still at the end of the day, you know, getting used to being at, you know, that certain area, routine.
Plus the time zone shift.
Time zone shift, and because you're going from the West Coast all the way to the East Coast, and it's not like you're going to like the West Coast all the way to the East Coast. Like it's a big difference, huge difference. And I don't know how cold Philly is around this time. Maybe it's like 50 degrees. I have no clue. You know? But yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on. But I got the Eagles.
Who you got, Nate?
Hey, I got the Rams.
Got the Rams.
I do. Hey, give me a fist bump, Nate. Yeah.
You already know.
Now this game might be interesting. Broncos and Steelers. Now, when I watched the Broncos on Monday Night Football, I ain't gonna lie, I fell asleep for like, you know, a cool 30 minutes because I watched the beginning and then 12 o'clock rolled around and it was halftime and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. How is the halftime at 12 o'clock in the morning? So, but at the end, when I watched the Broncos, they actually have a really interesting team, especially offensively. And then they're playing the Steelers. So, Broncos versus Steelers. Who do you guys have winning that game?
This is a difficult decision.
Like Aaron said, I mean, I like the promise on the Broncos, especially Drew Lock. I think he has a bright future, but they haven't shown that they can win close games. I'm gonna take the Steelers in their defense in this one.
Hey, I got the Steelers. I haven't felt threatened by the Broncos since Peyton Manning left. So
yeah, I'm the Steelers in this one. I really like their defense. Plus, Von Miller got injured, so they don't really have. They're not gonna have as strong as they would have at their full potential. So I got the Steelers.
Oh yeah, Steelers absolutely.
Yeah, it's a clean sweep. I have the Steelers. I have the Steelers also. The Broncos are a young team, even though they are talented offensively, but they are going to be going on the road to Pittsburgh. So yeah, no question about it. But I think it's still going to be an interesting game. Man, this is going to be a clean sweep too. Panthers and Buccaneers. Like, do we even really need to discuss this seriously?
I got the Bucs winning, man.
Yeah, Bucks. Go Bucks.
Everybody's gonna be on Tom Brady's dick after this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna take.
Hey, oh man, you know how the media is, man. They're real finicky, man. They change every week.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Tampa. I think they bounce back offensively. I probably would take Carolina in an upset, but their defense is not going to be able to. I don't think their defense is going to be able to handle Tampa this week. So
I don't really trust their offense constantly because I mean, you have some good pieces. I mean, if your running back is your best player and you have a decent quarterback and what's his name?
Teddy Bridgewater is a pretty good quarterback.
I don't know for certain because I haven't seen him play for a season. I mean, he had a great stint with the Saints. I'm not gonna lie. When he looked nice. Don't get me wrong. It's just you know what I'm saying. He hasn't started a full season, so it is really difficult for me to really gauge on if he's like really good or not. Because we've seen how Jimmy G did.
Yeah, but I mean, Teddy Bridgewater did play like a season and a half with Minnesota before his knee got like tore up.
He played a season and a half, but it wasn't like that season really wasn't that impressive. I mean, he was more so of a game manager at that point for Adrian Peterson. So,
I mean, he could still do the same thing for Carolina, but the thing is, the difference between those two teams is the defenses, and that's why I just don't. That's the only reason why I wouldn't pick Carolina in an upset this week.
Yeah, that's why I won't pick them either.
Yeah, I agree. I think, hey, Tom Brady, you better ball out, bro. You better go crazy because I'm starting you on my fantasy. So you better go crazy. You better go crazy, all right? Because I'm trying to win this championship. Like my lineup, I ain't gonna lie. I arguably have the best fantasy team in the league. You can ask everybody in the group chat. Brian knows this. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, Brian. I shouldn't have traded Russell Wilson.
Why would you trade Russell Wilson again?
Ooh.
Because he was getting Deshaun Watson back, and he thought Tom Brady was about to do something week 1. That's why.
You're not even a future fan, and you traded Russell Wilson. That's bad.
Hey, man.
See, the thing is, I wasn't thinking. Number one, this is a lesson learned. All you need is one great quarterback, and then you can just get a quarterback from the waiver wire. Like, seriously. That's it, Jared. That's all you have to do.
This
No,
is not
but listen. So when I drafted, right, because I learned from my past lessons. I learned from my past mistakes. Number one, you do not draft 3 quarterbacks. Okay, that is the stupidest. That is the dumbest thing you could ever do. That's number one. Number two, when you draft a quarterback, wait until the 5th or 6th round to even think about drafting a quarterback.
I mean, the Ravens turned out pretty good, so.
I drafted Russell Wilson, and for some reason, Kyler Murray was projected higher from him. So I was like, all right.
Well, Aaron beat the guy that had Lamar Jackson last week. So.
Exactly, by 1 point, by the way.
this man drafted 3 quarterbacks.
No, this was last year, by the way. This was last year. I learned my lesson, and I'm not going to – I was like, this year I'm not going to make that dumb mistake again. So, my draft was pretty solid. Like, I had Russell Wilson, Tyreek Hill, Dalvin Cook, Aaron Jones, Zach Ertz, Melvin Gordon, the Chiefs kicker who's pretty good, Bills defense, good bench. Like, my team is stacked, bro. And then all of a sudden, this dude that I'm not going to name, I'm going to keep him anonymous, who last year we had a little controversy that I forgot about. Me and him, we were trading one another. I was going to give him Antonio Brown, CTE Antonio Brown, who was, I believe he was on the Patriots at the time. And then also I was going to give him, I forgot who else, another player, and he was going to give me Travis Kelce and Le'Veon Bell and stuff, even though Le'Veon Bell was trash. But, yeah, and then all of a sudden we vetoed the trade, and I was pissed. I was so pissed. And then this year I forgot about it, and he came on and texted me saying, oh, hey, you want to trade me Russell Wilson? I'm like, no, hell no, I wouldn't trade you Russell Wilson. He was like, Russell Wilson for Deshaun Watson, Tom Brady. I'm like, that sounds very interesting.
Finesse.
So I traded Deshaun. But hey, I ain't tripping though, because quarterbacks are not as valuable as, say, like running back, wide receivers, and stuff like that. So, and then Tom Brady and Deshaun Watson, last week they had like 20 points from each quarterback. So I ain't tripping about that.
Oh yeah, you had 3 quarterbacks who were probably still a Washington fan back then.
Nah. Actually, I quit on Washington last year. All right, so speaking of Washington, the next game that we're going to be talking about is the Washington football team versus the Arizona Cardinals. Now, who you guys have winning in this game?
Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray and Kenyon Drake have a nice game. So.
As good as the Cardinals are offensively, you have that. I'm looking at the defense. I'm looking from the defensive side, and the Eagles really have a great defense. I'm not gonna say that. I mean, they're very uncomfortable.
All right, Washington.
DC has a good defense, and I saw how they dominated versus the Eagles. Though they didn't have a good. Though they were hurt. The Cardinals also don't have a good D-line. O-line also. So I think I'm gonna take the DC, the Washington football team, going 2-0.
I'm glad I'm not betting, man.
Hey, I got the Cardinals, bro. I can't speak good on the Redskins because I spoke bad on the Redskins last game they won, and I'm not even a Redskins fan. Now that I'm not a Redskins fan, look at them. So let me touch on the situation.
I see the Eagles win. I'm not a fan. I just love to see the Washington DC team win.
Listen, I'm glad I'm not a betting man because I was in the group chat and I was telling people, listen, Washington, they're not beating the Eagles. They're going to get smoked by the Eagles.
He said it wouldn't even be close.
I said, And, you know, they were up 17-0 in the first half, and then all of a sudden, the Eagles want to lay an egg in the second half, and Deshaun Watson want to look like, I don't even know because I didn't really watch the game. But anywho, they came all the way back, and Chase Young was doing Chase Young things, so I wasn't surprised about that. But I was shocked that the Eagles gave up the lead, and they pulled the Clippers and gave up the lead, and Washington ultimately won. So I'm gonna go with the Cardinals this game. I just think that Kyler Murray is going to be too much. You know, being a scrambling quarterback, being one of a really good quarterback in terms of accuracy. I just think that Kyler Murray's dual threat, and then you have DeAndre Hopkins, and then you have Christian Kirk, Kenyon Drake, Chase Edmonds. You know, they have a lot of good pieces. I don't think Washington's going to be able to keep up.
You can have all since you want. As long as the quarterback can't throw the ball, it doesn't matter.
All right, so I mean, this is a lot of no-brainer game. Like, Jesus, like, can we have like a really competitive? Okay, Chiefs versus Chargers. Like, you already know this. This is clean. It's clean.
I think it's a clean sweep.
Clean sweep. Ravens versus Texans. This is a clean sweep. Am I right?
You always talking about this game? Next.
Clean sweep. Okay, all right. So this is interesting. Last game. This is not the last game. But Patriots versus Seahawks. This is interesting.
Ooh.
I'm taking Seattle.
I'm going Seattle.
Patriots have a great defense, but Russell Wilson can't bet against them.
I don't even really have to be honest.
Hey, I'm going for the Patriots.
What? Because of Cam Newton?
Yeah.
But Russell Wilson black too.
But Cam Newton darker. Black power.
Okay.
Just say dark skin.
He's not dark skin. He's just darker. Black power.
Russell Wilson is darker than him though.
What? You bugging.
Russell Wilson is a little bit darker, I think.
No. My man Cam Newton is dark skinned to the bone. Russell Wilson is your complexion.
Cam Newton's where I'm at.
Cam Newton is not where you're at.
Oh, you bugging.
I'm not bugging.
Russell Wilson might be where you're at, but Cam Newton is not where you're at.
That's a fact. And even Russell Wilson is lighter than you. That man is like borderline pink.
Borderline pink. So he like Aaron?
No, he's in between Aaron and you for sure.
Yeah. That for real. He look Hawaiian almost. Like he look like he Hawaiian or something.
I literally told you he's every ethnicity, low key. He's low key every ethnicity.
He's Indian, he's Hawaiian, he's
every ethnicity, so what's the next?
Oh, in the last game, this is kind of a snooze, Saints and Raiders.
Saints, man. This gotta be.
That's not gonna be a snooze fest. That's gonna be a shootout. But we all gonna pick the Saints here.
Shootout. Derek Carr.
It's gonna be a shootout, bro.
Yeah.
Derek Carr.
Just like Carolina and Las Vegas, bro. It's gonna be a shootout.
Man, we got two great cornerbacks, as Janoris Jenkins and what's his name? Forgot Bo's name.
Who stopped Josh Jacobs, bro?
Great cornerbacks. That is big cap. Come on now.
Hey, shut up. You're a Green Bay fan. Quiet. Shut up. Okay.
That is big cap.
Hey,
come on now.
What's other Bo's name? What's his name? He's our cornerback.
Marshawn Lattimore.
Marshawn Lattimore. Who y'all got as better than Marshawn Lattimore in the corner, son?
Who cares?
Went
to the conference. Went to the conference championship. Like, who cares? Y'all had all those players and still lost to Kirk Cousins. Like, come on now.
Man, Bo, you saw how
goes all the way back to Kirk Cousins. Always.
I can't stress this enough how much we get hold in the playoffs. like you have to admit we get hold in the like if there was a award for most hold shit that happen, we will win it.
That's a fact.
Can y'all at least get hold by like a good quarter, like a team with a good quarterback and not these trash quarterbacks? Like seriously,
Ouch.
Jared Goff and Case Keenum and Kirk Cousins, like all these guys are just vanilla, like they're just average.
You know what? I hear a lot of shit talking for somebody whose team we know is not even gonna like. I feel like it's a lot of shit talk for somebody whose team we will beat. We will blow y'all out. No kids.
Whoa. You better hope Drew Brees' arm is going to be intact by the end of the season, because his arm is done. It is dead.
Oh, it was dead?
They need to replace his arm with a robotic one, because it is that bad.
It don't matter. We still blowing y'all out.
They need to amputate his arm. Like, his arm is done.
Who in our defense is really stopping us? Who's taking Michael Thomas?
Bro, Michael Thomas. Did you not see Michael Thomas last game? I couldn't find him. Michael Thomas was locked up. Don't let me out. I'm locked up. Don't let me out.
On your team, man.
No, it doesn't matter. He'll lock himself up.
Y'all don't have no shutdown corners. Get out of here with that, man. We blowing y'all out. Simple.
Hold up. Did Tampa Bay have lockdown corners? Because it seemed like they locked down Michael Thomas.
They doubled him no time.
Listen, Michael Thomas is Jeremy Maclin on the Eagles. Michael Thomas is what's that dude name who played with Peyton Manning on the Broncos?
Demarius Thomas.
He's just Demarius Thomas. Like, Drew Brees made Michael Thomas. Without Drew Brees playing good, Michael Thomas is just an average receiver. Like, he's just another okay receiver. Like, let's be honest about this. Like, he's Marcus what's his name? Marcus Colston, whatever, of the Saints. Like, that's who Michael Thomas is. He's not. That's why he's never going to be the best receiver, because he's a product of Drew Brees.
That makes zero sense. That makes no sense.
Well,
what are you even talking about? Do you stupidity that comes out your mouth? I don't think you realize the stupidity that you just said. I don't think you can kind of stupid that.
How is Michael Thomas got locked up by, I can't even name you the quarterbacks on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
If the man's gonna double the whole game, what? The man is gonna double. What?
At least Tyreek Hill caught a touchdown. He was getting double teamed the whole game. I was trying to find Tyreek Hill. I was like, I have my fantasy team.
NFL, what are you talking about?
Okay, all right, but guess what? He utilizes his strengths.
Question: Who is checking?
He moving definition. Stephen A. Smith versus Max Kellerman.
You said who is checking him, but all we got to do is double team him. He's going to get locked up, so it doesn't matter who's checking him. It doesn't matter who's checking him.
Emmanuel Sanders on the other side. You still got Emmanuel Sanders.
Can't double team slants, Aaron.
Okay, hey, I agree with that. I'm just saying he was locked up the whole game. I couldn't find him. My man was. Where was he? I didn't even know he was playing. Like, seriously. But yeah, that's the last game. Any final thoughts from you guys? It could be about, the games, it could be about basketball, it could be about whatever it is. Any final thoughts?
Final thought, Chris Middleton is trash.
Final thought, Aaron is out here jinxing the Lakers, man. It's gonna be a sad sight. You out here jinxing the Lakers, man.
Final thought, I'm just glad that I was able to be on the show today. I'm happy that we got all the sports going on this weekend, man.
We're happy to have you, bro.
Listen, I might invite you back on. Like, when the Lakers win the championship, I gotta have you back on, because I want you to see my reaction, because it's gonna be 10 times better than what this was. This is just like a little teaser, like a little taste of what's becoming, because all I'm really doing is just wearing some silly crown shades, whatever. Like, I'm gonna be more creative with it the next time.
Hey, bro. When the Lakers win, we got to get everybody on here. We got to have another messy episode. Talking over each other.
That's gonna be 2 people. And first off, next time, if they do, I'm putting on a timer for 10 minutes. End of discussion.
I was trying
real hot seat.
I was trying so hard, like on Twitter, like I was trying to get. I thought, because Kendrick Perkins, right? So I was trying to troll Kendrick Perkins, because he said that Bam Adebayo is the 3rd best center in the NBA. So I quoted his tweet, and I'm like, dude, like this man, Kendrick Perkins, be spewing nonsense, whatever, saying that Bam Adebayo is better than Karl Anthony Towns and Joel Embiid. So I thought I was gonna get his attention. It's all good, you know. It wasn't the right moment. I thought, hey, maybe it might get his attention. Maybe we can invite him on the show, whatever. So I can troll. I don't like Kendrick Perkins on First Take. He's very annoying. I ain't gonna hold you. He's one of the worst basketball commentators I've ever heard in my life. What?
So in a sense, you're basically telling me that you're clout chasing.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you kidding me? Absolutely.
He's a clout chaser.
Absolutely. That's what you got to do. When you coming up, you got to clout chase.
He wrote the book.
Let's be real about it.
So many views on that Raptors video.
Let's be real about this. We got to clout chase when we trying to come up. Why you think I'm wearing these shades?
This man on clout chasing.
Hey, but it's all good. You know, it's all good. I appreciate y'all for coming out. Until next time, this is the lunch table and we out.
Signing out.